Dit is ArgusoogRadio.
You're listening to the Waterman Files. This is John Waterman coming to you from deep inside the castle. And I'm going to continue our discussion here. And it's really based on what makes the reason for community happen. What is that reason? What is it about us? Well, we were talking about the monarchical system was here put in place to protect us, and it was. That was the intent. That was what the intention of it was. But every good thing has to come to an end. And it wasn't brought to an end because we have a better thing called a republic. It was infiltrated and brought to an end. It was sabotaged and usurped. And so then through de facto rule, we have imposters on the throne. And we now have imposters in elected office that say they have a right to it, claiming to be citizens of a certain country. Could it be they can't be citizens for more than one reason? Of course. We don't want to get into a dialectic process of thinking. And in a minute, I'm going to go over dialectic thought. I'm going to cover Haiti and what they're wanting you to think. But I want to tell you that if you don't have a monarchship, they that are here have set up a system of codes that now cause you not to live by principles and laws of the land, but by admiralty, jurisdiction, which you've heard of, and create a fake environment they want you to live by so they can control you. And that's what it's all about, folks. It's not just simply some passion about some leader that's gone haywire and crazy. Folks, this isn't about a haywire, wild-haired scheme of being totally corrupted. They were corrupt before they came here. And they have infiltrated us. And not all of us, just because we're from this planet, are good. That's not what I'm saying. But every one of them aren't good. And I'll guarantee you that if you have some of them come here and you know that's what they are, the last place you want to be is on this planet. I don't subscribe to the idea that all alien life is good. That's wrong. So what do we have, particularly in the United States? I'm going to read some of this stuff, and I'm going to give you some hope, but I'm first going to tell you what's wrong, and this will be up. I'll give all this documentation to Hans, and I want to publicly thank Hans for constantly steering the ship at ArgusoogRadio, constantly being there, kind of as a permanent fixture, but not to be taken advantage of, but to be appreciated. Thanks, Hans. Okay. Section 28 of the USC. 28 USC. What's that stand for? United States Code. Okay, so 28 USC 3002 says that the definitions of the United States as a federal corporation was never taught in civics class. So, go to paragraph 8, and you'll read it. And 27 CFR 72.11 says that U.S. Incorporated is defines all crime as commercial. Let me read that again. This code defines all crime as commercial as a result of the fall of the Republic when the South walked out of Congress in 1861 and the de jure Congress, unable to raise a quorum, was replaced by Lincoln with a de facto corporate Congress, and that the de jure District Court of the United States was replaced by a de facto corporate United States District Court? Interesting, isn't it? If you are free, and all of you vote to be free, and they don't let you, you're not free, are you? See, there's something to be said of the secession movement in the world, in the States, which is growing rapidly, that says, I have a right to choose where I want to be and what government I don't want to be part of. That is a free country. A long time ago when we grew up as people in the world, we looked at communist Russia as the bad guys, and we always said, they're not free. And why aren't they free? Because they won't let them leave. The Berlin Wall was put up to keep them from leaving. Executive Order 6102 basically was the government's confiscation of your family's gold and wealth under, well, a threat of 10 years in prison or the failure to, do that would get you in jail. And so the order specifies that U.S. persons, meaning capital J, capital O, capital H, capital N, all caps John Waterman, and of course Sally, six-pack, Sally housewife, John six-pack, and Sally housewife were who it was intended for. All capitals, not John, capital J, lowercase John, O, H, N. In other words, the corporate entity, the straw man, was who that law was meant for. Law enforcement was duped into enforcing these laws against the general organic land, people, and public as a command that applied only to federal employees and armed forces. Why armed forces? Because it's Admiralty martial law there. HJR 192, which was the outlining of a simple act of paying with money as a felony by substituting the lawyer's parlor trick by merely just discharging a debt. If you ever want to take lawful money down to the courthouse and pay your taxes in gold and silver, they'll gladly take your money. The silver dollar will not be worth what silver 1 ounce is worth. It will be worth what they say it's worth, $1.